Hi, it's Jan from Twinks Stamping. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. I've come along today to show you how to make this pretty card using the beautiful Peony Dies. One of the reasons why I've come on to show you how to make this is I wanted to show my kit class ladies how to put this together prior to them receiving their kit, because in this month's cards there is one of these flowers to make up. So I thought, why not kill two birds with one stone and show them how to make it and provide you with a video today. Beautiful, beautiful peony. Love these gems. They're faceted and they're pink, they're petal pink. Beautiful. So there you go. Shall we get started? It's very, very hot today. I think the temperature outside presently is 27 degrees and it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Not quite sure how long I can stay out here, because it really is warming up out here and I shall start melting. I'm not used to this sunshine. I once lived in America with my parents. My parents had a home in Newport Richey, just outside of Tampa. I moved over to live with them and I could only survive about 4 or 5 months, I think. I was only in my early 20s, but I found the heat and the humidity so overbearing that it wasn't the life for me. So I came home. I much prefer the English weather. I know we get it cold, but at least I'm not sweltering. I can't stand being hot. There's only so much you can take off. In the winter that you can put a lot on to warm yourself up. Anyway, enough waffle. Right, you're going to need your base card, which is 14.8 by 21, scored at 10.5. You're going to need a piece of DSP, which measures 14.3 by 5 centimetres. A piece of Whisper White, which measures 14.3 by 4.5, and a piece of gold foil, 14.3 by 2 centimetres. You're also going to need to cut yourself out a label. I've done myself 2 in case I miss me Stampin' Up, and if I can't do it after 2 then I'll have to give up. Your die cut is this one here from the Tasteful Label Dies. Tasteful Label Dies here. Okay, and of course you're going to need your peony die, and these are, I'm going to show you which ones they are. These are the peony dies, and inside your packet, I mean, I really did not know how to put this together until I watched a video myself. You'll need one of each of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to put that together, hopefully, if I can remember. Okie dokes. We'll leave the card there so that you can actually see what I'm aiming for. Well, actually, no, I'm not sure we need to, because it might get in the way. Anyway, I think what we'll do is we'll start making up the flower, because that is going to be the most important thing in this project. The other bits and pieces are quite easy and simple. I'm just going to grab my Petal Pink ink pad. It should be close by because I keep using it. Yeah, Petal Pink. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sponge it, because I'm going to show you first how to put this together. You'll notice on all 4 dies that you will have a similar pattern. You will have a similar piece. If you can see, they all fit together. Okay, so start off with the smallest one, or I did anyway. And what you do is you actually put it in, turn it over and line it up. It really is as simple as that, and you do that with all four. Then what you do is, when you want to glue it, what I did was I placed a little bit of glue on the front piece of the die cut, so that when you push it down you align it up and then you push it together. Okay, and all four pieces, I'll just show you, all four pieces will fit together and create your flower. Very clever, isn't it? Got it upside down, Jan. So turn it over and line it up. Easy peasy. And then your last piece. Turn it over. Whoops, this one's come out. Oh no, it's not, it's that piece, isn't it? It's there. Okay, and that will line up with that one. And then you will have your beautiful flower. Isn't that impressive? You're going to need, as I say, a little bit of glue on the front of each piece to glue it down. Okay, so you just need a piece on the bottom there and then tuck it in. Okay, I'll show you as we go along. But what I thought I would do is, now you can do it two ways. You can sponge your flower before you put it in, before you put it all together, or you can put it all together and then sponge it. It is entirely up to you. I think with this one, wherever I've put it, I think with this one I did it before and then afterwards I did it, which gave the white, you can see very clearly a white edge. I don't know if you can see that. When I pull it back, you can see where I've quite clearly done that over the top of. But you can really give that some dimension by sort of pulling these back. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So what shall we do? Shall we put it together first and then have it, or shall we? Yeah, I think we're going to do that today. So I'm going to put this together. Oh, I'm melting. It really is very warm. What's it like where you are? There we go. Not quite there. Tombow grabs so quickly. Don't suppose it matters too much if you're just slightly off. When I had a delivery just now from Stampin'Up, Mr. Brown, my products were all red hot. Those poor delivery drivers from UPS do not get air-conditioned trucks. I didn't know that, and until when I was at work. One of my we take deliveries at work, and he told us, I think I've done that wrong, because I can't seem to get that to go down. I can't. Let's see if I've. What am I doing wrong here? Trying to get it through there. There we go. Yeah, so the poor UPS delivery driver, he must be roasting, because my products were actually hot. I don't mean just, warm. They were hot to touch. So all I'm hoping is that it's not damaged the ink pads or the pens in any way. So we shall see. my poor husband today and my son are both out working. They're both electricians and they're working in lofts and things. So I don't envy them in the slightest today. Being in a loft, I just hope they're not in a loft. I'm having trouble getting this together, aren't I? And yeah, it's so simple when I did it off camera. There we go. There we go. Isn't that lovely? That's not quite lined up. It's better. So there you go. It's all together. You can sort of pull the bits out. What I'm going to do now is I am going to sponge it. I always sponge off on my mat. Luckily it's, I've laminated it. I think I've said before I laminate my mats. Make them last much longer. I think this is much quicker to do it this way if you're looking for speed, which I usually am. I like to get things done really quickly. You can give that more definition by going over it a bit harder. I don't have any, well I do have some finger daubers, but I haven't got enough for my all my colours. I shall have to start investing in some more. I've had this tool for years. But the finger daubers do exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. There you go. I'm not going to do it anymore because I think, in fact, I think it's come out better than the last one I did. And I think I did this, oops, sorry. I think the last one I did, I actually used a finger dauber. No, I didn't. No, I did use that. But I did it before I put it together. And I think this one looks far better. Don't you? I think that looks much nicer. And then I went over with my Wink of Stella, just to give it some shine. That's it. Just give it a little bit of a there you go. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, excuse me. Very, very warm. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay out here, to be honest. It's getting a bit warm for me. I may have to pause this video and come back. Excuse me, I just took a drink. Right, let's stand up. Maybe I'll cool down a bit if I stand up. I think maybe I should pinch one of the fans from indoors and bring it out here for the afternoon. Mind you, I'm saying all this. In this country, we only get hot weather every now and then. It's not a continual thing. By Friday or Saturday, we'll probably have rain. So it's not worth all the faff. Okay, then we've got 3 leaves. Now, the leaves can have, I've already cut some out. There are extra bits that go with the leaves, which are these pieces here. There's one there, and one here. Now that gives added dimension to the leaves. I think I've done it on another project, but I quite like the leaves without it. So today I am going to do without. I hope that's all right with you. And what I've done is I got myself a mat and a what do you call it? Come on, scoring tool. I'm just going to get my scoring tool because it's not where it normally is. Nearly scraping my slippers along the floor. I'm sorry. Totally unprofessional, Joe. So I'm just going to go down the middle of each of these. Whoops. You don't have to be perfect. I just sort of give them some dimension. You don't have to do this. It's just my choice. I'm just gonna, I think I need to use some tone on tone. I'm going to use my green. I think it was my soft sea foam that I'm using. It's a very, very, very delicate colour. Again, I'm going to, have to disappear. Oh my word. Talk about not prepared today. It's the heat. I'm blaming the heat. Okay. Never wanted to pronounce the colour. And I've just gone round the edges with that. My daughter-in-law has just gone to pick up my little 3-year-old granddaughter who's got her first day back at school today. Well, she's at nursery. And she's going to be walking in this heat. I tried to tell her to take the pushchair because that poor little bubba's going to be roasting today after her first day back at playgroup or nursery or whatever you call it. And then expected to walk home again. Yes, can't be told, can't be told. It's my opinion, sorry. I just think of the poor child. I expect she's going to be absolutely roasting. I say she spends most of her mornings, normally when during the lockdown, on her little iPad, sitting there playing games or watching something. In her chair, casually eating her breakfast and what have you. Today, I expect she's been running around like a good one, playing with all her friends. So tonight, hopefully, Mummy and Daddy will get a good night's sleep. And she'll be exhausted. Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you what I've been doing. You can see what I'm doing. I've stuck down the DSP, and then I'm going to stick down the white, Whisper White. I didn't give you the measurements, did I, in Imperial? What I will do in just a second. Now, what I did was, it doesn't matter that it doesn't meet in the middle. I just wanted to make sure I had equal borders around the whole of the outside, which I think that's pretty much it. Now we're going to be using gold foil. Not happy with gold foil, really. But I love the effect of gold foil, but if you get glue on it, you're done for, because it's not forgiving at all. Oops, I think that's yeah, you guessed it, straight. There you go, that looks pretty already. So then I put some pads on the back. Pads, I call them pads. dimensionals. I put just a couple of dimensionals on the back of this. I'm going to put a little dot on this because I want a bit of wiggle room, a little bit of wiggle room, just in case I can't decide whether it's right or not. That's okay. Now I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on this, on the front of the leaf as opposed to the back, and I'm just literally going to tuck it underneath on there. And the smaller one, I'm going to do the same. On there. Oh, it's a bit sticky up here, isn't it? Don't want it sticking up like that. And the last one, just pop it under there. I don't know. So there you go. That's that part. I'm not going to put the statement. I'll show you what it looks like. Cause oh no, I have stuck it down. I thought I hadn't stuck it down. It's a little stameny thing in there. Yes, I will. I will go and cut it. I just didn't want you to have to sit around and wait for me to go to my cutting machine. But I might as well finish it off, mightn't I? There's the stameny bit there. Tiny weeny little little die. And won't it be lovely when we've got our brand new die cutting machine, the smaller one, that's going to be enabling us to cut small pieces in our big machine, in our little machines. Because it always makes me laugh when I've got to look at this size of this, look. Tiny, you'd lose it, wouldn't you? Tiny. Look at the size of that on our nice new ones. Won't look quite so small. Hopefully it's not going to be too long before we can get our hands on the machines. I think we're going to be able to get hold of the larger one first, and I think that's going to be pretty soon. I've got this stuck to me right there. It's going to be pretty soon, so keep your eyes out for that. We'll pop that back in there. Again, just a little bit of glue. Whoops, too much. And then I poked it behind this one. This one here. Like that. It looks better, doesn't it? Right, next job. We are going to stamp our greeting, and I will be heat embossing it. Right, I need to find it first. It's from the Band Together, and I'm using this Celebrate the Best Day Ever. Quite like these ones. They're quite bold. They're not scripty and feminine. They are quite bold, I think. Okay, let's see how we go with this then. I still haven't stolen the extension lead back yet. So unfortunately you will hear me using, oh look at that, absolutely perfect. I'm just going to heat emboss it. You'll have to talk amongst yourselves. Won't be a minute. Only takes a minute once the heat gun's hot. Just add a bit more heat into the studio. So it takes me longer to try and switch that off than it does to actually emboss anything. Okay, that's going to be going on here flat. Let's get these out of the way. How's that looking? Oh, it's quite nice, that label. It's very different to one that I'm used to using. So that's that. There's only leaves me one thing left to do, and that is to put on some lovely gems, which are the new gems. Oops. Called Elegant Faceted Gems. These are the pink ones. Very, very subtly pink. So you can't, they're not in your face pink. They're quite a strange pink actually, but they are beautiful. Now, am I going to put a big one or am I going to put small ones on there? Let's go with the big ones. Very pretty, very, very pretty, and I think that actually finishes the card off. All your little embellishments, I think, always make your card, especially anything that sparkles. So we didn't need that piece, luckily. Put that away. So there you go. That is today's card. And thank you ever so much for stopping by and watching me create this. As I say, I mainly did it because my glass ladies will have this flower in their monthly kit this month. And I needed to show them how to put it together. So yeah, I think that's quite a lovely, pretty card, that one. Right, before I go, I'll quickly give you the measurements in Imperial. Your base card was 8 1/4 by 5 3/4, scored at 4 1/8. That's your base card. And your mat was, your DSP was 2 inches by 5 5/8. Your Whisper White piece was 1 3/4 inches by 5 5/8, and your strip of gold was 3/4 of an inch by 5 5/8. Okay, so that's that done. That's that done. Just left for me to say thank you again for stopping by. If you, I'm going to say the same as I always say. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you've not already done so. All my details are contact details are at the bottom of my YouTube video. My online shop is there, my Instagram account is there, my join my team's there, my email's there should you need to contact me for anything. But yeah, thank you once again, and I hope you're all enjoying the sunshine, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.